Do you ever feel overwhelmed when you look around your home and see dishes in the sink piling up or belongings that never quite make it back to their proper places? I'm glad you're here because what you're about to discover can completely transform your living space without overwhelming effort or complicated systems. Leading home organization experts have spent years studying how seniors create peaceful, manageable homes, and they've identified 7 simple daily habits that make all the difference. These discoveries could change everything about how you feel in your own space. The 7 gentle practices you're about to learn don't require hours of work or expensive organizing systems. They're small acts of care that build into profound feelings of peace and control in your golden years. So you want to know about creating a more peaceful home. I get it, and I'm going to give you exactly what you need. But here's the thing, you're also going to learn how these simple habits can actually improve your mood, reduce stress, and give you more energy throughout your day. The last habit I'll cover is something special. It connects you to the wider world and brings renewal into your home in the most beautiful way. Did you know that 92% of seniors report feeling calmer and more in control when they have simple daily routines in their homes? It doesn't have to be complicated. Make sure you stick around because these aren't just organizing tips. They're gentle practices that can make your home feel like a true sanctuary where you can relax and enjoy your retirement years. Habit number 1, start your day with a made bed. This next one will help you understand why something as simple as making your bed can set the tone for your entire day. Meet Dorothy, a 71-year-old retired librarian who used to wake up feeling scattered and overwhelmed by all the tasks waiting for her each day. Dorothy would get out of bed and immediately see the rumpled sheets and pillows, which somehow made her feel like she was already behind before the day even started. After reading about the psychological benefits of bed making, Dorothy decided to try something new. She began making her bed every morning as soon as she got up, taking just 3 minutes to smooth the covers and straighten the blanket. Within 2 weeks, Dorothy noticed a remarkable change. She felt more organized, accomplished, and ready to tackle whatever the day brought her way. Here's what Dorothy discovered: making your bed creates an immediate sense of accomplishment and order that psychologically prepares you for a more organized, intentional day. Research from UCLA shows that people who make their beds regularly report feeling more in control of their daily routines and experience less stress throughout the day. Studies conducted at the University of Pennsylvania found that seniors who maintained simple morning routines like bed making show improved mood and greater life satisfaction. How can you tell if this habit would benefit your daily routine? Pay attention to whether you often feel overwhelmed or scattered when you first wake up, or if your bedroom feels chaotic and unsettled. You might notice that starting your day without any sense of completion makes the rest of your tasks feel more daunting. These aren't signs of failure. They're indicators that a simple morning routine could provide the structure and calm you're seeking. The good news is that making your bed requires no special skills or significant time investment. It's simply a gentle way to begin each day with intention. Start by taking just 3 minutes each morning to smooth your covers and arrange your pillows, and gradually let this small act of self-care become an automatic part of your morning routine. The beautiful part is that a made bed serves as a visual anchor of calm throughout the day, and you'll discover that this simple habit often motivates you to maintain order in other areas of your home as well. Habit number 2, keep your kitchen sink clean throughout the day. This one might surprise you because the state of your kitchen sink affects how you feel about your entire home more than almost any other single factor. Consider Margaret, a 68-year-old woman who found herself avoiding her kitchen because dirty dishes seemed to multiply faster than she could wash them. Margaret felt frustrated because cooking became stressful when she had to clear piles of dishes before she could even begin preparing a meal. Margaret decided to try a new approach. Instead of letting dishes accumulate, she began washing or rinsing each item immediately after using it. She also made it a habit to wipe down the sink after each meal. Within just 1 week, Margaret's kitchen felt completely transformed. Cooking became enjoyable again, and she felt more motivated to prepare healthy meals. What Margaret learned maintaining a clean sink throughout the day prevents overwhelming buildup, and creates a sense of control and calm in the heart of your home. Evidence from home organization studies shows that the kitchen sink is often the first area to become cluttered and the most impactful when kept clean. Research conducted at Cornell University found that people who maintain clean kitchen spaces are more likely to cook healthy meals and report feeling less stressed about household management. What are the warning signs that your sink habits might be affecting your overall home satisfaction? Watch for feeling overwhelmed when you enter your kitchen, avoiding cooking, because of cleanup concerns, or experiencing stress when you see dishes piling up. You might notice that a messy sink makes your entire kitchen feel chaotic even when other areas are tidy. These feelings suggest that developing better sink maintenance habits could significantly improve your daily comfort and motivation. Here's the empowering truth: keeping your sink clean doesn't require hours of scrubbing. It's about small, consistent actions that prevent overwhelming buildup. Begin with washing dishes immediately after meals and wiping your sink dry after each use. And slowly build the habit of treating your sink as the command center of a calm, organized kitchen. What's wonderful is that a clean sink often motivates you to keep other kitchen areas tidy, and you'll experience the satisfaction that comes from having a kitchen that always feels ready for whatever you'd like to create. If you've ever felt discouraged by kitchen cleanup, you understand how much lighter cooking feels when you're starting with a clean, welcoming space. Habit number 3, follow the one-touch rule. This particular habit is transformative because it prevents clutter from ever accumulating in the first place by handling items completely the first time you touch them. Picture Robert, a 75-year-old retired engineer who found his home gradually becoming cluttered with items that never quite made it to their proper places. Robert would take off his reading glasses and set them on the coffee table, planning to put them away later. He'd bring in the mail and leave it on the kitchen counter, intending to sort it after dinner. When Robert learned about the one-touch rule, he decided to try completing tasks immediately instead of postponing them. When he took off his glasses, he put them directly in their case. When he brought in mail, he immediately sorted it and filed or discarded each piece. Within a month, Robert's home felt dramatically more organized and peaceful. The truth is, handling items completely, the first time you touch them, eliminates the mental burden of remembering incomplete tasks and prevents small messes from becoming overwhelming clutter. Studies from productivity researchers show that people who practice immediate task completion report significantly less mental stress and feel more in control of their environments. Research conducted at Harvard Medical School found that reducing visual clutter in living spaces can improve focus and reduce anxiety among older adults. How do you know if the one-touch rule could benefit your daily life? Look out for frequently misplacing items like glasses, keys, or important papers, or feeling frustrated by small piles of belongings that accumulate around your home. You may notice that you often think about tasks you need to complete later, creating mental to-do lists that feel overwhelming. These indicators suggest that completing tasks immediately could significantly reduce daily frustration. What's hopeful is that the one-touch rule becomes second nature with practice and dramatically reduces the time you spend looking for misplaced items. You can start today by committing to put each item away immediately after using it, rather than setting it down temporarily. And step by step, train yourself to think of task completion as a single continuous action. The rewarding aspect is that this habit creates a sense of flow and completion in your daily activities, and you'll experience the peace of mind that comes from knowing exactly where your belongings are when you need them. Anyone who has spent time searching for misplaced items understands how much more smoothly life flows when everything has a place and makes it there consistently. But this is nothing compared to what comes next. Habit number 4, practice the 5-minute pickup each evening. What I'm about to share will help you understand how just 5 minutes of gentle tidying each evening can prevent your home from ever feeling overwhelming or out of control. Let me tell you about Helen, a 73-year-old woman whose living room gradually accumulated items throughout each day: a book left on the side table, a sweater draped over a chair, and a coffee cup on the end table. By evening, Helen felt tired and discouraged by the scattered belongings, but the task of tidying felt too overwhelming to tackle before bed. Helen decided to try setting a timer for 5 minutes each evening and simply returning items to their proper places during that brief period. She was amazed to discover that 5 minutes was enough to restore order to her main living spaces. The routine became enjoyable rather than burdensome, and Helen began sleeping better, knowing she'd wake up to a tidy, welcoming home. Here's the reality: spending just 5 minutes each evening returning items to their homes prevents overwhelming accumulation and creates a sense of completion and peace at the end of each day. Research from behavioral psychology shows that brief-timed organizing sessions are more sustainable and less stressful than attempting larger cleaning projects. Studies conducted at the Mayo Clinic found that people who maintain evening routines that include light tidying report better sleep quality and reduced morning anxiety. What are the warning signs that an evening pickup routine could benefit your daily life? Be aware of feeling discouraged when you wake up to yesterday's clutter, experiencing stress about tidiness, but feeling too overwhelmed to know where to start, or noticing that belongings seem to migrate throughout your home during the day. You might find yourself spending weekend time on major tidying sessions that feel exhausting. These patterns indicate that a brief daily maintenance routine could provide the structure you need. The good news is that 5 minutes of focused tidying can accomplish far more than you might expect and creates a satisfying sense of daily completion. Start with setting a timer for 5 minutes each evening and simply returning visible items to their designated places without pressuring yourself to deep clean. And gradually make this brief routine a pleasant way to transition from day to evening. The amazing thing is that this habit often becomes enjoyable and meditative, and you'll discover that starting each day in a tidy environment significantly improves your mood and motivation. Which of these organizing habits have you found most challenging to maintain in your own home? Let me know in the comments. And if you're finding these strategies helpful, make sure to subscribe because we share practical advice for seniors that can make daily life easier and more enjoyable. People who have struggled with feeling overwhelmed by household tasks understand how much peace comes from having simple, manageable daily routines. However, the most transformative habits are still ahead. Habit number 5, create designated spaces for daily essentials. This one is especially important for seniors because having specific homes for frequently used items eliminates frustration and saves valuable time and energy throughout each day. Consider Joyce, a 77-year-old woman who spent considerable time each day searching for her reading glasses, house keys, medications, and other essential items. Joyce would put these things down absent-mindedly while doing other tasks, then waste precious time retracing her steps to find them. Joyce decided to designate specific locations for each frequently used item: a small tray by the front door, for keys, a particular spot on her nightstand, for glasses, and a weekly pill organizer in the kitchen. She made a commitment to always return items to their designated homes. Within 2 weeks, Joyce's daily routine became much smoother and less stressful. Here's what Joyce discovered: creating designated spaces for essential items eliminates daily searching, reduces stress, and creates predictable routines that support independence and confidence. Studies from occupational therapy research show that seniors who organize frequently used items in consistent, accessible locations maintain greater independence and experience less daily frustration. Research conducted at Johns Hopkins University found that reducing time spent searching for misplaced items can significantly improve quality of life among older adults. How can you tell if your home would benefit from better organization of daily essentials? Pay attention to whether you frequently search for items like glasses, keys, medications, or important papers, or if you feel frustrated by the time spent looking for things you use regularly. You might notice that misplacing essential items creates stress or makes you question your memory. These feelings indicate that creating designated homes for essentials could significantly improve your daily confidence and efficiency. Here's the empowering truth: organizing daily essentials doesn't require expensive storage systems. It simply means choosing specific convenient locations for important items and consistently using them. Begin with identifying the 5 items you use most frequently and selecting logical, easily accessible homes for each one, and gradually train yourself to always return these items to their designated spots immediately after use. What's wonderful is that this system becomes automatic with practice and dramatically reduces daily stress. And you'll experience the confidence that comes from knowing exactly where to find what you need when you need it. Habit number 6, maintain clear surfaces for visual peace. This particular practice will surprise you because keeping main surfaces clear has a profound psychological impact on how calm and organized your entire home feels. Picture Frank, an 80-year-old retired teacher whose kitchen counter, dining table, and coffee table gradually became collection points for mail, newspapers, books, and various household items. Frank didn't think the surface clutter bothered him much, but he noticed feeling vaguely stressed and restless when sitting in his living room or preparing meals. When Frank's daughter suggested clearing the main surfaces and finding other homes for the accumulated items, he was skeptical that such a simple change could make a difference. However, Frank decided to try it. He sorted through the items, filed important papers, recycled old newspapers, and returned books to shelves. The transformation was immediate and dramatic. Frank's home suddenly felt more spacious, calm, and welcoming. What Frank learned: clear surfaces create visual breathing room that significantly impacts how peaceful and organized your entire home feels, even when storage areas contain the same amount of belongings. Evidence from environmental psychology shows that visual clutter on main surfaces increases cortisol levels and feelings of stress, while clear surfaces promote feelings of calm and control. Research conducted at Princeton University found that people focus better and feel more relaxed in environments with minimal visual distractions. What are the warning signs that surface clutter might be affecting your home's peaceful atmosphere? Look out for feeling vaguely stressed or restless in rooms where you once felt comfortable, having difficulty focusing on activities like reading or hobbies, or feeling embarrassed when unexpected visitors arrive. These subtle feelings suggest that creating clearer visual spaces could significantly improve your daily comfort and enjoyment of your home. What's hopeful is that clearing surfaces doesn't require getting rid of belongings you value. It simply means finding appropriate storage homes for items so they're accessible but not visually overwhelming. You can start today by choosing one main surface, like your kitchen counter or coffee table, and removing everything except items you use daily. And over time, create designated storage spaces for the removed items. The satisfying result is that clear surfaces make your entire home feel more spacious and serene, and you'll experience the visual peace that comes from having breathing room in the spaces where you spend the most time. Habit number 7, open windows daily for fresh energy. Now for the final and most renewing habit. This one is particularly powerful because it connects your home to the natural world and brings daily renewal that affects both your physical and emotional well-being. Let me tell you about Eleanor, an 82-year-old woman whose home had gradually become a closed, stale environment because she rarely opened windows, especially during colder months. Eleanor began noticing that her home felt heavy and stagnant, and she sometimes experienced fatigue and low mood that seemed worse when she stayed indoors all day. When Eleanor's neighbor mentioned how much better she felt after starting a daily habit of opening windows for fresh air, Eleanor decided to try it despite her initial concerns about temperature control. She began opening at least one window each day for 10 to 15 minutes, even during winter months. Eleanor was amazed by the immediate difference. Her home felt lighter and more alive, and she noticed improvements in her energy levels and overall mood. Here's what Eleanor discovered: daily fresh air circulation removes stagnant energy from your home, improves air quality, and provides a psychological connection to the natural world that enhances overall well-being. Research from indoor air quality studies shows that regular fresh air circulation significantly improves cognitive function, mood, and sleep quality, particularly important for seniors who spend significant time indoors. Studies conducted at Harvard School of Public Health found that improved indoor air quality can reduce fatigue and enhance mental clarity. How can you tell if your home would benefit from daily fresh air circulation? Pay attention to whether your home feels stuffy or stagnant, or if you experience fatigue headaches or low mood that seems worse when you've been indoors for extended periods. You might notice that your home lacks the fresh, alive feeling that makes spaces truly welcoming. These indicators suggest that daily fresh air circulation could significantly enhance your daily comfort and well-being. Here's the empowering truth: you don't need to dramatically change your home's temperature to benefit from fresh air. Even brief daily ventilation can transform how your space feels. Begin with opening at least one window each day for 10 to 15 minutes, choosing times when outdoor air quality is good and adjusting for weather conditions. And gradually experiment with different times of day to find what works best for your routine. What's wonderful is that this habit connects you to the changing seasons and natural world, and you'll experience the vitality that comes from living in a space that breathes with life and energy. This alone could transform your home from a closed, stagnant environment into a living, breathing sanctuary that supports your health and happiness throughout your golden years. Looking back, these 7 simple habits work together to create a home that truly supports your well-being in your retirement years. Making your bed starts each day with intention. Maintaining your sink keeps the heart of your home welcoming. The one-touch rule prevents overwhelming buildup, evening pickups. Create daily completion, designated spaces, eliminate frustration, clear surfaces, provide visual peace, and fresh air brings daily renewal. The good news is that you don't need to be naturally organized or spend hours cleaning to create a peaceful home environment. These gentle practices work because they're small, manageable actions that build into significant improvements in how your home feels and functions. If you've been feeling overwhelmed by household organization or frustrated that your home doesn't feel as peaceful as you'd like, know that these simple changes can make a remarkable difference when practiced consistently. Tonight or today, choose just one of these habits to begin with. Whether that's making your bed tomorrow morning, clearing one surface this afternoon, or opening a window for 10 minutes. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share which habit you're most excited to try. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to having you join us again in the next video.